Japan has a long history of earthquakes due to its location on the Pacific Ring of Fire, an area with intense tectonic activity. Here are some of the most significant earthquakes in Japan's history. An earthquake in Japan, particularly a long earthquake or a prolonged earthquake, refers to a seismic event that has a longer duration or causes extended shaking in a specific area. While most earthquakes last for seconds to a few minutes, some can have shaking that feels longer due to the following factors. Japan, an island nation located along the Pacific Ring of Fire, is highly susceptible to seismic activity due to the tectonic plates that surround it. These include the Pacific, Philippine Sea, and Eurasian plates. As a result, Japan experiences frequent earthquakes of varying magnitudes, which can lead to devastating consequences for its population, infrastructure, and economy. The geographical position of Japan makes it one of the most earthquake-prone countries in the world, and over the centuries the country has experienced numerous destructive earthquakes, some of which have resulted in significant loss of life and widespread destruction. Earthquakes in Japan can be particularly hazardous because of the cascading disasters they trigger, such as tsunamis, landslides, and fires. Tsunamis, in particular, have been responsible for some of the worst catastrophes in Japanese history. The most notable example of such an event is the 2011 Tohoku earthquake, a magnitude 9.0 undersea earthquake off the northeast coast of Japan. This earthquake, one of the strongest ever recorded, triggered a massive tsunami that reached heights of up to 40 meters, sweeping away entire towns, causing severe damage to infrastructure and leading to the Fukushima Daiichi nuclear disaster. Over 15,000 people lost their lives and many more were injured or displaced. While Japan has made significant advancements in earthquake preparedness and disaster response, the sheer scale of natural disasters makes it difficult to completely predict one. Long-period earthquakes. These are earthquakes with a prolonged shaking duration, often caused by the movement of large tectonic plates or complex faults. The shaking tends to last longer than typical, especially if the earthquake occurs deep within the earth or if the fault rupture is extensive. 2. Tsunami triggering. In some major earthquakes, like the 2011 Tohoku earthquake, the shaking lasts a long time and is accompanied by a tsunami. The earthquake's long duration and massive energy release can result in a tsunami that causes damage for hours or even days afterward. 3. Aftershocks. After a major earthquake, aftershocks can continue for days, weeks, or even months. While the main shock may only last a few minutes, these aftershocks can prolong the effects of the earthquake, leading to extended damage and fear among the population. 4. Resonance effects. Some earthquakes, especially in regions with certain soil types or buildings, can produce a resonant shaking that amplifies the duration of shaking. This can make the earthquake feel longer or more intense, even if the actual seismic event is brief. Famous example, 2011 Tohoku earthquake. This earthquake, one of the largest ever recorded, lasted approximately 6 minutes in its initial shake. The aftershocks and tsunami effects contributed to prolonged disruption, making the event feel even longer and more devastating.